What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Next Gen NYC Season 1, Episode 6 Boardwalk of Shame. First of all, before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Y'all make sure we are liking the videos so I can kind of stay in the algorithm of things, okay? Also, tomorrow night, of course, I'm going to be live on the Black Girls Den podcast once again, talking about tomorrow's episode of Divorced Sisters. So y'all come over there, 7:30, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all come join us and just love on us and watch us like while we do the damn thing, okay? Can I just say something real quick? Like, let me just say this. Y'all, I took a PTO day today because I really wasn't feeling well. And, for women, when we go through stuff, I just felt so drained today. And all I did was like sleep. And it was nothing like emotional, nothing like that. It was just me going through my woman stuff, okay? And it really drains me, y'all. It drains and it takes everything out of me. I don't know. I slept probably most of my day. My body was just tired. It was just re-energizing. I mean, just like re-energizing, but it was still draining at the same time. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I just wanted to say y'all that, like, take y'all PTO if y'all need to, okay? I didn't feel like doing no videos earlier. I just wanted to rest. My body just needed the rest. Like, I'm a firm believer of, let me just go ahead and get my rest before the Lord decide he want to sit me down, okay? So, that was my day, okay? It was just rest. So, I'll be back at work tomorrow. Hopefully not headache or in cramping, or just I am trying to relieve those things. It's just I feel like I just want the menopause part to start. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I don't know why I told y'all all this. Anyways, so yeah, let's just talk about like Next Gen NYC. All right. So the episode started with Amara, Georgia, Ariana, Hudson, and their dates. They're all on a triple date. Georgia tells them about the argument with Charlie. And so we get to the next scene. Y'all know I do not like Kim, okay? So in the next scene, raggedy ass Kim is on our TV. Ariana will get Kim a hotel room. Ariana told us that at the time, she was looking for her money for the job that she did for the online shop or whatever. Corey told her that she had no money, and that's when Kim and Croy stole that girl money. Okay? Raggedy. Anyway, Ariana tells Kim she met with Candy, and y'all, it was just like Kim's, that usual stupid ass face that she make that be pissing me off. And so I'm sorry, let me address her by her government. This raggedy hoe gonna say, I hope you're not bringing me to see Candy because she took me to court. And she should have took you to court with your conniving ass. Okay? Y'all, she pissed me off. Just being on here, she pisses me off. Okay? I just want y'all to get Big Lips Loose Twat off my screen. Okay, thank you. I don't want to see her no more. Okay, y'all could have replaced her with Meredith, and I'm sick of seeing Meredith. Okay, so Ava and Charlie, they're shopping, I guess, for Brooks's birthday gift. Charlie tells us that he never watched the Jersey Shore. Y'all remember reality show? He said it's just a bunch of ugly chicks and buff dudes fighting. Charlie, I guess. Ava has an event at the Hamptons. So she said her driving from the Hamptons to Jersey is going to take 6 hours and she doesn't want to drive. I just feel like she doesn't want to go. at all. Not only that, she was supposed to head out with them and then, like, I think the next day go over to the Hamptons and then I guess go home. I don't know. But Dylan's not going to be there because, Charlie says that he wanted Ava and Dylan to be there because y'all, at this point, those are the only friends that he have. Charlie said Dylan may be a little more flaky. And at this point, I really don't like Charlie, and I'm really starting not to like Ava. Anyway, I just think that I think that Charlie isn't good for this show. He'll be good for another show, in my opinion. He's good reality TV, just not for this reality TV. So, Ariana Hudson and Kim, the next day they meet up with Riley at a restaurant. They tell Kim about the Charlie situation. Hudson said he saw Charlie looking at Ariana. I guess was when they first met. Kim said she believed people for who, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And I was like, who are you talking about? Because are you talking about your husband or are you talking about Candy? Because you have some nerve, okay? Anyway, everybody's packing up for the trip. Georgia is packing. She said, y'all, Georgia is boring to me. She brings nothing. But I guess she says that as she was packing her clothes, something was dirty. So I guess she didn't have time to wash it. So she picked it up, smelled it, threw it in her bag. And then we come to find out she have BO, which I want to say that stands for body odor. Anyway, Hudson talks about his jewelry. Him and Ariana, she said, I want you to bring your jewelry because I like how you look. Hudson just kind of puts it on, and it's just like, you don't really notice it unless somebody actually says something. So he said in his confessional how much he liked his jewelry or whatever. Then Charlie said in his confessional wearing jewelry is an insecurity, but that's what broke people would say. Okay. So when we find out that Dylan isn't coming because he's moving out of Charlie's apartment, thank God. And then the next day we see where Gia picked out a beautiful house at the Jersey Shore. Everybody starts to arrive. Brooks, Walmart, he went through Walmart and like delivered, I thought it was food, but it actually ended up being yarn so he could crochet. When I tell y'all, Brooks is a different type of person, okay? I'm not mad at it, but he's just a different type of person. So we find out Amara can't eat seafood. And then they was getting the one she was riding with, they was going to go to the grocery store. She was like, I don't like going to the grocery store. Amara, you got to get your shit together, honey, because, ma'am, okay? So they dropped her off at the house, and then they all went along to the grocery store to go buy some food for the house. So apparently everybody is still pissed off at Charlie. Georgia tells Brooks about her and Charlie's situation because Brooks asked her. He was like, hey, what happened? You didn't tell me. I know you was going to tell me, but you didn't. And I just kind of felt like all of that kind of could have been pushed to the side, but I guess we need the mess. We need the drama. So then Charlie texts Ava to see what time she was going to arrive. She texts back and says she can't come. But I also feel like Ava did not want to come. And so we go over to the restaurant. To the casino. They tell Georgia to go downstairs to talk to Charlie. So she goes downstairs and talks to Charlie. And he immediately apologizes. Whether he mean it or not, he immediately apologized so he can just be done with it. And when I tell y'all, I do not like people like that. If you cannot, like, really apologize and own what you did, don't apologize to me. To me, that is just as equivalent as if I did this to you, I'm sorry. If you gotta, when you gotta throw an if in it, it's not an apology. And I'm telling y'all, because you don't know, you don't even know why you don't, it's either you don't know why you're apologizing or you don't feel like you need to apologize. And there are people like Charlie who actually just apologize just to self-soothe, just to soothe everybody else. And so we could just stop talking about it. That's not how this works. Anyway, he apologizes. She doesn't want to deal with it at the moment. And the one thing about Georgia that pisses me off, like, stand in your own shit. And if you mad at Charlie, you say you mad at Charlie, but then you want to throw everybody else under the bus and said, you know, everybody else is mad. No, this is not about everybody else. Everybody address Charlie when needed. This is your situation with your best friend who you've been friends with forever. So you want to just throw everybody else under the bus because you want everybody to come at Charlie because of the way he came at you, because you're still mad at him. And I get that. But you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to smooth things over. But then we get over to the table and you're talking to Riley about it. And so Gia and Ariana is like, you know, just basically telling her, like, you know, let's just squash it or whatever. I think everybody just decided, hey, this is Brooks' birthday party. And I ain't gonna hold y'all, like, I really checked out at the when they was arguing at the table, because I was just like, what the hell is going on at this point? You know, I heard Gia was like, you know, I guess have some compassion for Charlie or whatever. And at this point, how is it that everybody's supposed to have compassion for the dumbass who lacks compassion, emotional awareness for everybody else at his big ass age? Like, I don't understand. Charlie gets away with everything. And y'all know how Brooks checked out and was talking about everything in his head. That was me. All right. And this was the episode ended, y'all. I know I usually give y'all like a 30-minute, but it really wasn't much to give this episode. It felt like it was more of a filler to me. I don't know. I just didn't have nothing to give. But I will give y'all the Real Housewives of Miami following this video. So yeah, y'all gonna have to forgive me for this little short, okay? Anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. Okay, bye.